evening. This is the 18 WJTS News. I'm Charlotte Olson. On Saturday, the St. Henry Fire Department, assisted by the Ferdinand Fire Department, found themselves battling a brush fire that had spread across 2.5 acres. Just after 4 p.m. on Saturday afternoon, the St. Henry Fire Department received a call to a possible brush fire at a wooded property located at 10501 South 50 West. It was owned by Kevin Kern of Ferdinand. The fire was started by Leon Mailing, a tenant on neighboring property located at 10664 West 50 West and owned by Ralph Mailing of Jasper. Leon Mailing was burning small debris in a fire ring when embers made their way into dry grass, where they spread quickly to the wooded area. The land had several different areas of woods and had recently been cleared, leaving large piles of trees and brush. The area involved with the fire had several different piles of brush and was spread over approximately 2 to 2.5 acres of land. With 3 fire trucks from the St. Henry Department and 1 truck from Ferdinand, the firefighters surrounded the perimeter of the area with a pumper truck. They also surrounded the area with a rescue foam unit and a brush truck. As the firefighters extinguished the fire, they called in 2 mini excavators from Stefanagle Excavating and Steckler Excavating to pull piles of burning trees and brush apart while they continued to put the fire out. No damage loss is being reported due to the clearing of the land that was in process. And responding to the fire from St. Henry Fire Department were 3 trucks and 17 firefighters, and from the Ferdinand Fire Department were 1 truck and 6 firefighters. They were on scene for approximately 2.5 hours. A Jasper man was taken into custody Saturday morning on drug-related charges after authorities found narcotics during a search of his apartment. Around 9:30 a.m. Saturday morning, police arrested 34-year-old Kurt Gabhart of Jasper after discovering a syringe and cigarette package that contained and tested positive for heroin. Gabhart was taken into custody and booked into the DuBois County Security Center on charges of possession of heroin and also illegal possession of a syringe. A Ferdinand woman was placed under arrest by the Jasper Police Department after she allegedly changed a barcode on a kitchen appliance and attempted to steal the item from the Jasper Walmart store happening on Saturday afternoon. Walmart asset protection personnel detained 34-year-old Janessa Patel of Ferdinand after they observed Patel putting an incorrect UPC barcode on a toaster and then used tape to secure the UPC barcode to the toaster. Patel tried to leave the store after using a self-checkout lane, and Patel was charged with theft and criminal mischief and was taken to and booked into the DuBois County Security Center. The Jasper Water Department began its hydrant flushing this morning, and the flushing hours are from 7:30 a.m. until 3 p.m., happening Tuesday through Friday, so the rest of our week. The spring hydrant flushing will last for the next several weeks, however, until all city hydrants have been completely flushed. If you should have any questions, please call the Jasper Municipal Water Department at 812-482-5252. Company officials say that the water is safe to drink, but customers should use their own discretion if doing laundry during this time. Clothes may become discolored in the wash, but should anyone experience cloudy or discolored water, they are asked to just run the cold water tap until it clears. April is Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Month, a time for Hoosiers to learn about resources available for children in situations of abuse or neglect, as well as possible steps to help prevent these. The Indiana Department of Child Services will be hosting events and activities across the state this month to help children who are impacted by abuse or neglect. Although child abuse does not discriminate based on age, gender, race, or income level, there are risk factors that can be identified. Some of these risk factors include parents who are immature or have unrealistic expectations or have a misunderstanding of the development of children. Families where there are substance abuse issues, stress, isolation, or patterns of abuse or neglect. The DCS office offers a number of programs to help promote healthy environments for families, including Healthy Indiana Families, Community Partners for Child Safety, and Youth Service Bureaus, and also Safe Place. District 48 State Senator Mark Messmer of Jasper says that through these voluntary programs, Hoosiers can work to strengthen their families with education and also with support.
If you suspect there is a situation of abuse or neglect, you can report it to the Indiana Child Abuse and Neglect Hotline at 1-800-800-5556. Other ways to get involved in prevention efforts, including offering support to parents, volunteering your time to support programs, being a dependable figure for the children in your life, and advocating for the community support services that are available. In addition to these support practices, You could also support a child directly by becoming a foster parent.
In order to assist in the child abuse prevention effort, the legislative session Messmer authored Senate Bill 355, which would require the Indiana Department of Education to provide access to curriculum or recognizing and responding to child abuse and sexual child abuse. Messmer says he and fellow lawmakers know it's important to ensure that school employees are educated on these matters since they are in contact with large numbers of children on a regular basis.
It is important to know that we are able to recognize the signs of abuse and neglect and know how to appropriately respond. You can visit in.gov/DCS to learn more about Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Month and ways to get involved.
As always, you can contact Messmer's office directly with questions and concerns by email at senator.messmer@iga.gov or by phone at 800-382-9467. The City of Huntingburg is hosting their 4th annual 555, a series of monthly 5K fun run walks intended to give people a chance to exercise in an enjoyable group setting. 555, a program created by Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner, will take place on the second Friday of the month from May through September at 5 p.m. The series will occur on Fridays, May 12th, June 9th, July 14th, August 11th, and September the 8th. Spinner says it's been a thrill to see the community's response to the Triple 5K in the past few years. He says that the number of participants continues to grow year to year, which proves that it is a valuable program for all involved in the community. Children and adults of every fitness level and every age are encouraged to take part in the 555. Participants should meet at Huntingburg City Hall prior to the 5 p.m. start time. There will be no timers during each 5K, as it is meant to be a social opportunity that incorporates physical activity. Participants must sign in at the registration table prior to each event, but are only required to sign a waiver before their first event. Waivers are available at huntingburg-in.gov, and water and healthy snacks will be provided at the end of every 5K. For more information, please contact Rachel Steckler at 812-683-2211. And make sure you keep it right here, except next we'll take a look at your weather summary.